right, race 1.
Yeah.
11:15 start.
These guys are.
Early day. Piere, you ride a fancied horse here. Bus stop in Hounslow. I Salute You is the 3-1 favourite. We'll let you go first, Piere. What are you thinking?
Yeah, Bus Stop in Hounslow, he's got a nice horse. I think he's got a bit of scope for improvement as well. But in saying that, a horse like Winter Games, I Salute You. They've run against horses that ran in the July and potential runners that would run in July. Zaitz, for instance, and what's the other horse? I'm going to find it to you for you now. So they've been running against strong company, and
Yes.
So Winter Games to me at the weights and the good draw, I have to favour Winter Games, and I don't know what the betting is, but I think Winter Games could be a real nice value bet.
A lot of money for winter games on Soccershop.bet. Open up 6.5 to 1, went 7 to 1, and smashed into 4 to 1. Lance?
Tough start to the day, gents, but I like the race. You got to respect a few horses. You got to respect I Salute You. I'm not mad about Guy Gibson. You got to respect Bus Stop in Hounslow. I think he's a seriously good horse, and he goes well for Piere. So I'm not. Yeah.
Guy Gibson, how can you like Bus Stop in Hounslow with the weight turnover? It's the same form.
Yeah, it's -4.5, -1.5, but I think you had a ton in hand. I think you could have left him that day, yeah.
Thinking's not your Lance.
Well, I can only tell you what I see.
Okay.
So, and then a good outsider that you got to respect here is Imilenza Joao Da Mata. I know he's got 62. I know he's drawn 10, but he really has cracking form. He's run to cosmic speed. And then the horse that they've been backing is Winter Games. And again, Gladiatorian, Zaitz. Very tough opener, guys. I think any one of 5 horses can win. Good outsider, the 10 horse, Imiyenkele, Joao Da Mata. But I respect Piere as well. I think the weight and all, 2-3 kilos that Guy Gibson's got on you, I still don't think he'll reverse the form. So I'll make this race open. I do respect a few, and I'm not going to really lean towards any horse too strongly. I think it's a lovely opener.
Right,
I respect Grant Maroon and myself. We've got a good record. We sometimes you find people that are just lucky together, and we've always done well together. So maybe we can start the day off well.
Not a difficult ride for you, Piere. You're going to settle him. He's going to sit. If he takes to the course and the pace is quick enough, which I see a lot of pace, he's going to run on. He's definitely good enough to win a race of this nature. So, and you really ride him, boy. You ride him so well. So he's a definite brother.
So for me, a few things you need to do. One, I'm definitely going against Winter Games. I'm definitely going against I Salute You. Go watch Piere Strydom's interview when he won on Bus Stop in Hounslow, and cast your minds back. This horse was really struggling to win his maiden, and when Piere won his maiden, he said, now that he's won his maiden, he'll kick on. It gave him a good feel, and he's been spot on with his assessment with his horse, and I think Bus Stop in Hounslow is a big runner. I think Hollywood Bets will run 1-2. I couldn't agree more with Lance that Imilenza Joao Da Mata is a massive runner. The form that this horse brings into the race, even with 62 kilos on its back, is definitely needs to be respected. And those two are nice big prices. Bus Stop in Hounslow is 4 to 1. The 10 horse is 13.5 to 1. And I'm telling you guys, have a look at the photo of Money Heist a year ago and a Money Heist today. He's a much different. He's a bull of a horse now. when Andrew Fortune got off last time, he told us he could have maybe run 2 or 3 lengths closer, but he didn't want to overly punish the horse. It is his second run after a rest, but the Peters have got this horse spot on. Do not leave him out. But for me, Piere opens the day with Sean Veal chasing him down, and we can now move on to race number 2.
Sorry, don't forget, Hollywood Bets is trying to break their record of number of wins from last season. And
Yes.
giving every jockey that drives a winner for them an extra bonus. So you know how hard we're going to try.
Well, what are you going to do with all the money? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to put it in New York. You know, New York, where they keep all the gold. I'm gonna.
I remember that, yeah. Right, let's move on to race number 2. Yeah, Princess of Gaul, 18-10, 27-10, Elegantrix. Can't have that. Mystical Miss, 6-1, 6-1, Koikenhoff. Piere, go first.
Yeah, you know, Elegantrix has got very strong form, but I don't like the fact that apparently she pulled up lame last time. I think a filly like Kukenhof, I think it's got more scope for improvement. But in saying that, this is a tough race. Sean Terry's filly, Mystical Miss, there's been so many winners from her only run, and she won it easily. This is a tough race. This is a race where you probably need to go the field.
Interesting. Lance?
Joe, Piere, I agree, tough race. Looking at the race on paper, Kirkenhoff has the strongest form, there's no doubt. Direct hit, another dance for me. But why did Zaki take the mount on Princess of Gaul? We all saw that win. It was blinding. It was impressive. So you got to respect that. And I think the price of 16 odd to 10 might be snapped up. I don't think it's over Scadova's. I do respect Sean's maiden. I think it's got really, really good form behind it. Horses have come out and won. So it is a tricky affair. And although Elegantrix pulled up lame, she's a much better filly over the 1200 than she is over the 14 at this stage. So, I mean, over the 1200, she's much better than she was over the more ground. But if you take it on just pure why Zaki took the mount on the 1 and not the 8, you have to respect Princess of Gaul. Me personally, I think we'll be laying evens Princess of Gaul, and I think we'll have a lot of strong runners running for the bookmaker. So I'm not scared of Princess of Gaul, but I think she'll be a warm order on the day.
You know, Lance, funnily enough, I wish she was drawn 8.
I wish you're right. Might not suit her the one. She might have to be too handy.
Yeah, I wish she was drawn 8, and she's not. You know, Dean liked them to come from off the pace. These are fillies. They can improve lengths overnight, these 2-year-olds. We've heard Piere say that before. Anything can happen. I give Mystical Miss a big chance. I like Gareth Sorcia, Serengeti Sons. Also only had 1 start. Could be any amount of improvement. I like Infinity Edge. Any amount of improvement to come. So I personally wouldn't be taking anything near even money Princess of Gaul. She can win, but she might just have to navigate a bit of traffic. And we saw in Elegantrix's last run how much she was interfered with. You know, these fillies, they're green and all things happen. So Princess of Gaul, I'm not going to brass it, but I'd be very wary of taking a short price on that horse. Yeah.
They'll take a short price, Joe.
I'm sure they will.
But I'm in your camp in the sense that she's got opposition. It's gonna be a race. She's not gonna win this by 10.
100%. Right, let's move on to race number 3, and we are cantering through this. I think it's my turn to go first, so I am going to go first. I had the pleasure of watching a horse work the other morning when I was at Turfentine. You have priced it up at 4-1. This is on the Soccershop.bet site. Lance, are you doing any bonuses or anything for this meeting?
No, nothing, Joe. Just
the usual.
the normal Yeah, just going to our bonus page. There's a whole lot happening. The site
Yeah,
is absolutely flying, and there's a lot of
England.
new. So it's an exciting day for us.
Although,
But if
for the
you go
viewers
into it,
for the viewers watching that haven't yet signed up to Soccershop.bet, if you click in the bio, there's a link there. Click through that link, and there is a little bit of an enhancement through Glistian's arrangement with Soccershop. So you might want to click our link and sign up to Soccershop and try and get some of
Joe,
Lance.
tell them what the enhancement is.
No, what, hey, Lance, I
It's
cannot.
150% bonus.
No, is that what it was?
In other words, we don't. If your guy puts in 100, he gets 150 rand
Okay,
through your portal.
well, that's amazing. So, and then they can have that all on Rachel Wall. That's my tip for this race.
Please don't have it on Rachel Wall. I'm begging you.
I like Rachel.
Okay, Joe, I'm going to have to interrupt you here because you misguiding our public. This is a very thin race. Pierre, I don't want to hear a murmur out of you about coming back in distance and all that garbage. The two runners in the race are Aristocratic, 16-10, who for me is a big question mark from 14 back to 1600. And I just want to put back to 1200. I just want to put it out there. I'm not strong on the Colonial King form line, Chronicle King form line. Not strong on it at all. Therefore, it leaves one horse for me in the race. That's run to Jan van Hogen, Jan van Goyen. I think Sean Terry's Shadowfax will take up power. And that's where the race is. It's either Aristocratic or Shadowfax. I'm not mad about Rachel Wall, and I'm not mad about the two. The two beat a very, very weak field Titan of the turf. If you look deeply into this race, it's a thin race. And I'm going to go for Shadowfax. But if the favorite wins, I won't be shocked. But I think take a hard horse to beat Shadowfax. And it's 5-6-1. Very good bet.
Oh, great. Striker?
Yeah, the way I see it, I think it's a tools race. I like Aristocratic. I just feel that he ran against the best horses. I think it was a July day, and he found interference. I know Craig Zaki was very unhappy after the race. He felt like he almost came down. So you have to respect that his run gave him a merit rating of 108, and the others are all way lower. I know Shadowfax has got some good form, and there's some decent horses that ran behind him. But I think Aristocratic will improve. Last time was his second run. This time he's going to have his third run. Hopefully no interference. And then Titan of the Turf. I know he didn't beat much, but the way he won, and he beat the third and fourth horse by 11 lengths. He is a beautiful looking horse. When we saw him came to the start, and the way he won, he looks impressive. So I'm going to cut it down to two horses: number 5, Aristocratic, and number 2, Titan of the Turf.
Wow. Not unlike us to have so much difference of opinion.
And Joe likes number 1.
Rachel Wall.
Don't you want to be a bookmaker in this race?
Oh,
Well, all journals.
all juveniles, huh? 2.5 kilos that filly gets. Right, let's move on to the Grade 1 Douglas White Stakes, race number 4. This is a cracking race. Golden Palm, 4.5 to 10. One Fine Winter, 3-1. 8-1 Jordash, 20-1 and better than others. If you don't like Golden Palm, there's some real value in this race. And I think it's, Lance, I think you can get us going.
Joey, I'm happy to get you going. I don't like Golden Palm. So, having said that much, I did my absolute life on direct hit at Scottsville. I did double that on another dance for me, Gravel, a few weeks ago.
You're just doubling up.
Yeah, I'm going to double up because the odds allow me to. I'm already in trouble with it because, anyway, the bottom line is, I think One Fine Winter, although Sean in his assessment may think One Fine Winter won't stay, or he's got a few doubts about it staying, and it is a trippy mare, and she is too. I think Sean will win this race. I definitely prefer One Fine Winter out of these three, but I do respect Tina Lovelace. I think that'll be right there, and I'm not mad about Alta Capitana. I don't think that form's too solid, to be honest. But I'm strong on beating this favorite class. And he's 4-10, or she's 4-10, and she's got every right to lead. But I'm going to have a full go here. And at the price, I'm really not scared of this horse. I see two strong runners, and we're going to have a tip here. So it won't be the last time I pay on a Moore and a Streef horse. But it's the last season, the last day of the season. I can't turn around now. I got to keep going. But strong runner, One Fine Winter.
I'll tell you what I find interesting about this race, and my assessment is, I think that the winner's going to come from a Joburg horse. So I'm okay with One Fine Winter winning. I think massive runner, that filly, massive runner. This horse of Candice Dawson, I don't know what she's doing, but that stable's turned the corner. And I know she's a big price, 30-1, but I wouldn't leave a bit of class out of anything. Absolutely. I wouldn't leave this horse out of any single thing. Only had 2 starts. I know she's technically rated 20 pounds under One Fine Winter and 24 pounds under Golden Palm. But for me, I like One Fine Winter. I think Alta Capitano will be there or thereabouts. And I like a bit of class to make up the quartet and make it pay a little bit. And Golden Palm, look, I've brassed a lot of these horses. Greef's definitely got an unbelievable strike rate in the country and some really good 2-year-olds. But I think this is a different kettle of fish. And I'm going to go semi-anti Golden Palm. Yeah, One Fine Winter, bit of class for me. Piere?
One horse race, Golden Palm. She's got the form. The way she runs, it looks like she will prefer the extra ground. She's got that long starting action, and she just builds up and gets better and better. The fact that she's had a couple of runs, 4 runs, means she shouldn't jump slow. She shouldn't have inexperience. And the fact that she's drawn 1 at Gravel over 1600, if you jump on the bend at over 1600, you've got lengths in hand. You go 5 stride and you start turning. So you already jump out and you're already on the bit. Where the guys on the outside have to work hard.
Yeah.
I can only see one horse winners, Golden Palm. I know they're juveniles. I hate tipping a horse as a juvenile as a good thing, but I can't see anything beating Golden Palm because she's got so much in her favor. And Greef has been unbelievable this season. He's got a great bunch of young horses, and Golden Palm, I think, hard to beat.
And again, thanks for watching, because we really changed the way podcasts were done by having Piere on and Lance, and just for Piere to mention the mile draw on the paint straight away with the advantage. That's priceless bit of information there. So we
what Pierre's forgetting is One Fine Winter's drawn 1 on its outside. So
yeah,
it's drawn 3. No,
well,
not for me.
I
wouldn't take 4-10 this horse. It's more 7, 8 to 10 chance. When betting opened, we had it as much as 11 or 10.
Sure. Right, now we move on to the...
It definitely can win, but I'm not scared of it.
We're moving on to the Colts race. I want to go first. This is a fantastic race, and I think when you just look at the race, you'd want to own any of these horses. Literally. Fantastic field. Really, really great bunch of 2-year-old colts and geldings running over a mile on a really special race day. I want you guys to go and watch the replay of the Gravel race that Chronicle King won. Tim Panelli ran third, Aristocratic, all the horses we've been mentioning all day. And there's a horse that ran here called Count of Ruin. I know I'm slightly biased because I own its half sister. Well, actually, it's full sister, I should say. Oh, no, half sister, I beg your pardon. But this was at an appalling draw that day, drawn out of Stallgate 12. And I noticed on Lance's site that he's been backed into 13 to 1. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Have your maximums on Count of Ruin to run a place, maybe first 4, if you can get first 5, and cover on the wins. I cannot see this horse missing the quartet. That's me.
Can we have a betting?
Absolutely. Malmesbury Missile, 2 to 1. Tin Pan Alley, 24 to 10. 5 to 1 Chronicle King, 8.5 to 1. Jan van Gooyen. Soldier Boy, 10 to 1. Count of Ruin, 13 to 1. King Harold, 20 to 1, and better the rest. Piere?
Wow.
Okay. So I looked at I studied the form obviously, and I think draws are very important over this gravel track.
Yeah.
You like Count of Ruin, number 2. So
I do.
number 1 Soldier Boy had a worse draw than Count of Ruin.
Correct.
He's 2 lengths ahead of him. So I think the value here is Soldier Boy. I know these are young horses and they can improve a lot, but I think each way bet, draw 1 Soldier Boy, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. I can't disagree. I can't disagree.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you what you're all missing here. What price was Soldier Boy last time? 50 to 1.
Yes.
Run 2 lengths. What price was Count of Ruin? 33 to 1. Run 2 lengths. I'm gonna go. I don't want to go through every horse that ran behind Chronicle King. What price was Chronicle King? 33 to 1.
Yeah.
Is weak. And I would tell you to stay away from the Chronicle King form line. The only horse that warrants any consideration from the Chronicle King form line is Tin Pan Alley. That got bumped left, right, sideways, every which way. And I think that's the horse that could probably run the best out of that form line. But I am so strong on a horse called Jan van Gooyen.
And Lance, you've got Jan van Gooyen up at 8.5.
I can't believe the price, yeah. I'm telling you, this horse for me is as close to a good thing. Oof, I'm strong on this horse. Murray, it beat. Okay, Shadowfax is going to run a race earlier, so I like Shadowfax. If Shadowfax wins or runs close, I'm telling you all, go have a solid each way bet, but put more on the win than you do on the place. This horse is an out and out value bet of the day. 7-8 to 1, and it's not from Chronicle King, and I'll be very surprised if he doesn't win or go real close. I'm not strong on the Chronicle King, Joey.
No,
I
fair
think
enough.
that run,
Lance, when you won,
too many bad horses. I mean, they're not bad horses. Too many long-priced horses. Porridge Boy, a maiden, run 4 lengths behind Chronicle King, and I promise you, going through the 400 on the outside, he looked like he was going to come through.
yeah.
I say you go for Jan van Gooyen, guys. You don't leave it out of anything. You take each ways, you take wins, and you have a little bit of a good time for the rest of the day.
Okay. We lost Pierre's picture there, but we got him back.
Good point. Very good point.
Right. Let's move on to race number 6. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Here we have the Mercury Sprint. As we said earlier when we were speaking to Shawnee, 3 to 1 Tenango, 5.5 to 1 Buffalo, and I Am Giant. Mia Moo, 6.5 to 1. Asia Pambile, 7.5 to 1. I think it's Pierre's turn to go first. There's some issue with the internet there, Lance.
All right, Joey, let me take this race.
Go.
Sean's confident that his horses will run well.
Yes.
So I'm not mad about the Mia Moore form because on the same day, Tenango beat them hollow, if you take the times into consideration. But it is Greyville, it's a different track. So what you have to do is look at the times, but on times, they're going to battle to beat the horses that ran with Tenango.
I agree.
It's a very open race. I think horses with improving chances are questioning. It's his third run in the KZN.
Yes.
And it's a type of race where, I mean, you got William Robertson, top-rated horse.
Fantastic race.
Yeah, you got Buffalo Bill Cody, Buffalo Storm Cody, which we labeled the other day. It just never ran to its full potential. It's a really tough race. In my book, I put you really, really open. Whatever you can afford, guys, put in as many as you can. Don't leave out questioning. I think questioning is ready to win. And obviously, that horse, Asia Pambili, I didn't quite understand the draw, 14 out of 14, and then running in the Group 1 when it's a much better horse over 1200.
Yeah,
I respect that as well. So, tough race,
I
but
agree.
those are my two.
I agree. Look, I liked Tango last time out, but I think tough from that draw. Buffalo Storm Cody, big runner. I like Mia Moo. I like Asia Pambili, but Lance, it is totally unrehearsed. I think you need to load up here because it's a tough race. This
Yeah,
tough.
very open, Joe. You must put horses in here,
Yeah.
eh? And
Right.
much like the 7th race, it looks like Piere fell off the chair there. So
Yeah.
let's just carry on without him until he gets
Yeah.
back.
Right. Race 7, the World Cup, the Whirlpool Gold Cup. Lance, I have to go first here because as much as I think Sean's also run well, as much as I think Madison Valley will run well, Holding Thumbs will run well, Future, I can run through the whole field. It's not because Garrett's my mate. I promise you, I have not been this excited about a stayer in a long time. King Peller's turn of foot, to me, has been the most glaring thing from this horse over 2,000, 3,000 meters, whatever it was. This horse, last time out, in a matter of strides, when Bling said, let's go, in a matter of strides, that horse put the race to bed. And you need to stay and you need to quicken at Greyville. And he does both. For me, best bet of the card, King
I'm
Pele.
not going to argue with you. And I think 16 or 14 or 10, they'll take a lot less. This horse could start odds on.
Yeah.
It is a staying race. It is the Gold Cup. But wow, isn't he the best stayer in the country?
And Loz, I haven't seen a stay like this for a long time, eh?
No, he quickens up very smartly, Joe.
Yeah,
I think very hard to beat. I know you're going to get guys out there who say, listen, the stayers are weak. Can they be kept on the boil for this long? But this is a really, really smart stayer. I think it's the best around.
The way he wins, yeah. Listen.
He wins like a horse that runs a mile. He sits, switches him out, kicks, race over. Very hard to beat. And I'm really chuffed for Gareth. He's a top trainer. He's a great conditioner and he's a lovely man.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I would love to see him win it. But it is the Gold Cup. And as stayers go, it's usually a weak race. I think he stands out. And he could very well be a banker.
Yeah. Right, let's get on to race 9. Lance, I think we've lost Striker with either load shedding or no shedding. I don't know how you cope there with these Wi-Fi challenges in South Africa. But anyway, the Bet with the World Gold Bracelet, grade 2 for fillies and mares over 2,000 meters. Look, if you've got a filly and mare, and you want to get a bit of bold black into her, you want to run in this race, it's a fantastic race. Soccershop.bet are betting 28 to 10, Rainbow Lorikeet, Little Susie 5 to 1, 6.5 to 1, My Soulmate, 8.5 to 1 from 10 to 1, Knockout, VJ's Angel 9.5 to 1, and bigger prices the rest. Lance, you can hoy first because I have a view in this race.
I don't really have a strong view, to be honest. I think it's a wide open race. There are fillies that have done their time, and there's mares, and they got quality about them. Some of them are going to stud. I like the look of this horse, Lock and Key. Master of My Fate by a Jackpot mare. First time going this trip. I see he's put the scoops on. I think this horse has a little bit of quality about it. And the reason I'm tipping it is because it's got very, very limited mileage. Hasn't done a lot of racing. It's its third run into the race. I think she's a very, very smart filly. And I know you got Rainbow Lorikeet who's done it. She's run against better. You got little Susie. I mean, that mother, oh, Susanna, we know how good she was. And you
Yeah,
got families in here that are really, really well bred, you know. I just think and if you if you're there and you happen to be in the pick six at this late stage, you're gonna want to have as many as possible in. And I don't think you could be leaving out the 8 horse Lock and Key. I'm not labeling it. I just think it's a good value horse to have in. Chad Little's riding really well, and it's a filly with minimal mileage on its legs. And I think she could give a little bit of cheek in a race of this nature. But it
yeah.
is an open race. The form
Very
tells you Laura Keat, the form tells you little Susie, and then there's a few weight differences. But I'm going to put a sneaker in here, Lock and Key.
Lance, I've given that horse a lot of chances. I know the horse. I don't think you're far wrong, and hopefully Chad's won the first race, and he's buzzing to ride Lock and Key. I'm hoping VJ comes back to form.
It
Frank,
looks like she's coming back, Joe.
yeah, listen, she's a big price. 9.5 to 1. Frank likes Mocha Blend. Horses campaigned in a lot of the top races, but I like an interesting horse here, and I mean. This horse won such a good race last time out, carrying 53.5 kilos. But the way she won, I wouldn't totally dismiss She's a Bomber at a big price. But Rainbow Lorikeet comes from the July. As we all know, they get the best prep for that race. Again, if you can load up here, I would load up. But if you're looking for something at a bigger price, She's a Bomber. And I notice on your site, Soccershop.bet, she's shortened from 15 to 1 into 13 to 1. Not massive money, but I think she's a nice each way play. Right, on to race 10.
No, race 10 is a really tough ending to the card, but I did sit with Jason. Him and I went through the card. We saw it kind of similar. We got to the last race, and we both so strong on this horse. King of Gold. He's a
Really?
1,000-meter specialist. I know he's drawn 11. The colours won today in Cape Town, and Richard Ferrie got off, and he really praised the owner, and he says he loves riding his horses. So back to 1,000 meters. I know last time he was fancied to kill, just never had the run of the race. And I don't think he's as effective over 12 as he is over the 5. So I'm going to go out and tell the guys to have a bit of a decent bet here on King of Gold. I think it's got plenty toe. It's run one at the course and distance, and one at the course and distance. I
Yeah.
see a lot of horses with improvement, like Rodeo Drive. I think her prep's been awesome. But, after a good look and after sitting with Jason, we're both really strong on King of Gold. And it will be a good one a good price to end the night. 10 to 1, I think we got Joe. Is that right?
No, Lance, you've shortened it. You've trimmed it up to 8 to 1.
Okay, so 8 to 1's the price. I don't see any value in Outlaw King at what, 3 to 1 odd?
3 to 1 with you guys. Rodeo Drive 4 to 1. Future Variety 4 to 1. Yeah.
Big value here. Please, guys, have a good each way bet on King of Gold. I see no value in Outlaw King. I do see a bit of value in Rodeo Drive, third run. I see no value in Future Variety. So it really leaves King of Gold and Rodeo Drive for me, but strong on King of Gold.
Sure. Well, I have to disagree. And I know the draw is an issue. I really do. But can I ask you a question, Lance? And obviously we've lost Pierre with whatever's happened. But if Tananga was in this race, or to Luala Pambile, I mean, they'd be short, right? This horse that Gareth's got you, Lion Rampart, comes from an even wider draw than King of the Gauls. But Veal chooses to ride it. It's a big price, round about 11 to 1 with you. So there you go. Between myself and Lance, you've got two big priced horses. Take swingers, take exactors. I do think Rodeo Drive's a big runner. Great prep, like Sean said. Keegan De Meadow riding it. I can't have any of the others. So for me, Lion Rampart to beat King of the Gauls and Rodeo Drive. And Lance, it's a pity Pierre's not here, but that's the last episode of this series.
Yeah, Joey, we need to sit and renegotiate another year. I don't know if the negotiations are warranted. I know it's a popular podcast. I would love to do it for another year, so hopefully we can get it right, you, me, and Pierre.
I'm sure we
and
can.
grow the brand and get our name out there. We're getting a lot of good business from this podcast, and I hope the people who do bet enjoy our product. And, from day one, all I've ever done and all we've ever done is tip from the heart. We're going to get it right. We're going to get it wrong. But at the end of the day, you know what? It allows me the opportunity to study the book. I haven't studied books for ages until this podcast. I mean, my book is full of color and this,
Yeah,
like the
no,
old days.
it's been a revelation, not telling us that you've been guarded by Jason. Right.
But
Thanks, Lance.
it's been wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks. Stay on. Cheers.
Take care.